I didn't get far, but you know what? We got a couple of sentences there. Bottom left side, Shopify Rebellions, one and only. It is the Blue Terran BYUN. Top right side, his opponent for today. The Red Protoss. The Dragon Phoenix Gamer Man himself, it is Hero. The other Protoss from the Dragon Phoenix Gamers. Alright. So yeah, I tried to dig around a little bit. Trying to figure out, right, Hero, he's playing very well. He's playing like a top dog once again, and asked him if he had a lot of practice during military, and well, what he told me is that no practice at all. None. And then when military service was over, he just started practicing really, really hard, and just, you know, somehow within a couple of weeks got back to GSL kind of, you know, levels once again. Rather impressive. BYUN did have something to say about it as well, to be fair. He mentioned that it's no hard practice, just imba, that is. It's no hard practice required. But yeah, alright. Hero never really responding to that one again. And now here we are. Game number 1. A heated battle. The two military men. The seniors of the Korean StarCraft 2 scene. Command center on the low ground, as well as the Nexus here on the low ground. Grabbing the Cybercore first though, playing it safe. BYUN, not a person you can, you know, just not anticipate any type of aggression whatsoever from. May just do a 2 Rex somewhere, right? Or just a proxy Rex, or who knows, a starboard somewhere later down the line. Although he is a player as well that remarkably often skips the first Reaper. Which makes him unpredictable. Makes him scary. Stargate follow-up will produce a drumroll, please. Oracle? Yeah, there it is. Oracle coming out first. We'll have Widow Mines coming out of the factory here. As the plan for BYUN. Already sending out a couple of Marines here as well, checking the area. Something to make sure nothing sneaky is being set up here by Hero. And Hero is sending a couple of adapts this way, so this could actually shut down the path of retreat for these Marines. And yeah, BYUN realizes, so he's just going to jump on the adapts. He's going to try to target down at least one of them. Does get it, but that's 5 dead Marines right there. So nice lucky break there for Hero to start things off with. Now with the Oracle as well, together with the adapts, this could be quite a big amount of trouble. Widowmine needs to get a connection, does manage to get the Oracle. That's a big deal right there. Only 1 adept remains, and that is, you know, manageable now with the 2 Marines trying to target down the Widowmine. Oh, doesn't even get it. Okay, already a bit of a roller coaster of emotions here. Losing Marines, losing the Oracle due to the Widowmine, and then just barely not really having anything anymore. And 2 Marines managed to make the base safe again. With that 1 Widowmine here, it's still remaining also. I think we are on 2 Widowmines, right? Where's the other one? It's behind the... Oh, it's here. Oh, there it is. It's underneath the SCVs. I don't know if you saw it. I thought there was something else happening. Yeah, there we go. There you have it. Couple of Phoenix. 2 Phoenix in total. We'll try here once again. Unfortunate time to try and dig out the Widow Mines. As the medevac is finishing up here. That is what he is going with. I just decided to try and have the rest of his army start pushing here as well. At the same time. It's a reasonable amount of Marines, 8 of them, with the Cyclone and the Viking. So it is something you have to respect as a Protoss, right? Ooh, medevac. Oh, he didn't see? Oh, he just barely didn't see that medevac right there. Oh, it's close. There must have been his camera, just the overlap of the underneath interface, right? May have just been hiding the medevac right there. Which I guess is a benefit for the for the player that spawns on the bottom. An interesting way to look at that. Okay, armory is available, so those Widow Mines are going to hang around for a little while. We don't have an Oracle nor a Robo even ready. But photo cannons are in production. It's a race against the clock, but this cannon should finish up in time. The other one over here, this Widow Mine might reset actually. Hero not taking any chances regardless. It's getting close. And again, no chances being taken. Just very safe, pulling away the other probes. Yeah, avoids that damage. Well played. Now BYUN here with a sturdy amount of production facilities. 3 barracks, combined with the factory and the starport. Looking to most likely start up a push again against hopefully what's going to be gateway units here on the other side of the map. But, I mean, surprise, surprise, there's suddenly a couple of Blink Stalkers jumping into the main base. As Mr. BYUN is trying to move out of there. Shooting down a grand total of 2 reactors there. Even shuts down the reproduction there for a moment as well. Widow Mines decide to just hang back for now. Try and safeguard that area for, well, against that happening once again. And instead of a push, we're seeing BYUN just sending in a couple of units instead. The 2 medevacs not feeling too safe anymore with those Blink Stalkers. Showing that presence on his side of the map, right? So, fortunately for BYUN, the Blink Stalkers are on the opposite side of the map now, which means that if he sends this smaller portion of units, it's going to be easier for the Stalkers to just take this fight right now. He's going to trade less efficiently against the gateway units. But, you know what, there is the other part of the army still. Coming in hot right now onto the shield batteries. They are dealt with very quickly, which means he might have a chance to actually take a fight here. And he's trading out a lot of probes so far. 11 of them have gone down, pushing in deeper. Widow Mines joining in as well. He wants to just target down Stalkers at this point. It's not a battle that he can win, but it's a battle that he can make more costly for his opponents here. Medevacs trying to grab those Marauders. No, okay, they are just going to let them walk. Not sure if that's going to help them out, but okay, no, they're safe. At least most of them. At least most of them. They still breathe. BYUN grabbing some fresh air as well, just outside of his base here with a new command center. Floating across. Colossi being the tech of choice for Hero as his next step. Grabbing charge as well, and a good way to kind of follow up those Phoenix. Although we only had... How many Phoenix did we have? 2 Phoenix in total, right? 2 Phoenix, 1 Oracle. That's all we've seen from that Stargate here. And, well, he only got 4 workers. He shut down the aggression of BYUN pretty well. Even with just the 2 Phoenix. It shows that, you know, maybe 2 Phoenix is just really all you need. You can go more and try to do harassment with it, but it's not really where they excel at, to be fair. Well, they could excel at it, but against Astrea and Zoun, it can be rough. Okay, here we go, another fight with the mines. With the greatest connections. Very timid amount of zealots sending at the forefront. Setting off the Widow Mines pretty much individually for 1 zealot each. That means the backbone of Hero's army here more than capable to push back whatever is left. BYUN just rotating out of there and trying to find a new opportunity to strike with. There's an observer right underneath those medevacs, though. It's actually 2 of them. It's actually 3 of them right here, so very difficult for BYUN to make another run into the main base happen with any flying unit whatsoever. Oh, nice snipe on the Colossus. To start pushing out of here, though, as his units are getting chomped away at. They have overcommitted here slightly. Yeah, well, reinforcements comes in. All that thought, is it actually going to work out here? The Marauders are doing well. Most of them have their own personal medevac right now also. But mind, one of them does still get set off. Alright. Even runs away with that one Widow Mine. Vikings, there we go. That's the next step. Together with Ghost as well. BYUN starting to mix up that late game tech here for the Terran. That is quite useful against the Protoss. Hero also starting to mix it up a little bit. Starting to grab the Disruptors instead. Hero really respecting the small clump of Terran units. He has to as well. If there's a good concave and his units are just too stacked up for those EMPs, it can be a rough fight for him to take. He's going to try to commit here to try and save this 4th base, though. Is it going to be enough? Great splitting coming out of BYUN, and with only the Colossi left. Okay, Zealots now coming in as well. They'll do proper against those Marauders. But the Marauders now in the medevacs they go, and dropped right on top of the Colossi, and that is going to be the end of those big laser giraffes. I'll have to grab a couple of Disruptors now, maybe remake some of those Colossi. That's a rough place to be for Hero, losing most of his late game technology as a Protoss. Very often it means a death sentence for the lesser well-equipped Protoss players. Hero, of course, a very well-trained, capable Protoss himself, so maybe he is going to find a way out of this hole, but you're not going to make it easy for him either. Liberators already in production here. The next step that you would want as the Terran again here. One step ahead of everything that Hero's doing, seemingly. Does he already have the Disruptor range or the Liberator range? No, he doesn't. I'm not even sure if he has a fusion core yet. No, he doesn't. So, alright. Liberators might not be the save all unit just quite yet because of this. Poking in with the bio units as the Vikings attempt a tactical strike on the probe line. A couple of Starkers warped in, more than capable of dealing with this. And has to be careful, still kind of getting chipped away at by these blue Starkers. I don't think he is going to be able to take this fight here. BYUN is. Needs his Liberators, needs his units to be spread out. The choke point does still frighten Hero, though, to be fair. And that gives BYUN an opportunity to try and chase down the army. Oh, this was so peculiar. Now, Hero found his way in between the base and BYUN's main army here. This could be quite a quick end to BYUN's attempt here. There's still no Liberators here whatsoever. I think he sent the Liberators off to do harassment on every which Protoss base. Okay, the War Prism does get taken out, though. Which means that the bio units on the ground just have to kill this Protoss force here. 26 workers have already gone down. The Vikings managed to take out the final Colossus. And the Stalkers and Sentries go down as well. 65 army supplies still available for BYUN. I'm not sure where it is. It's not readily available, apparently. 3 Liberators on this one base right now. That's a tough thing to deal with. Look at that. Just shooting down Stalkers quite quickly here. Okay, shield battery does help them out a little bit, but not bad. Not bad. Okay, BYUN stepping up to the pitch once again. Look at that army supply. It's quite up there, but maybe a lot of it is still in these production facilities as well. Remember that. And it's marching across the map one by one. So this could still be is that actually horrible? I don't think it is. Looking at this army, those sentries immediately EMP'd. None of them have any energy anymore. It looks like Hero was making sentries to, you know, do a play for time, just trying to buy himself as much time as possible. But man, what EMP shows the flaw in that that idea. GG is called. BYUN takes game number 1. Game number 2 after this man right here, representing the banner of the Shopify Rebellion clan. He is BYUN. And from House Dragon Phoenix Gamers, it is the Rat Protoss. Give it up for Hero. Thank you all for joining us here today on a lovely day for StarCraft. Hero coming across the map here quite tenaciously with this probe. You can see this probe has a plan. And that plan involves hiding for the time being. Putting down a pylon. Right. Be the max specs, right? Hope I'm not missing like one pylon or cybercore kind of thing somewhere, which makes something specifically the max specs. But I would assume we're going to see a gateway here. Yep, that is the step. If BYUN once again skips the Reaper, that is potential trouble. Especially with his barracks outside of his wall. Won't be able to wall off here. At least for a little bit. Coming down the ramp. That is not a safe place for your command center to be. Unfortunately for BYUN, that is still out of vision range as well. The probe not giving it away. Just playing along with the regular game here. Just pretending like, yep, that's right, I'm a regular probe at a regular time. I'm going to try to save this probe because it's very valuable to me. Oh, never mind, I lost interest. He did actually lose interest. That probe stopped moving. Straight up gave up. Yeah, so as we can see, this is where stuff is going to rapidly devolve into, well, Stalkers, quite possibly snowballing this this entire game right now. Third supply depot. Not something you're going to be able to keep up there, it seems. It's going to try to make it a bunker instead. SCVs off the line. Cancellation of the command center as he realizes what's happening here. This Stark is not supposed to be here so quickly. There must be a proxy somewhere. The wall is becoming a bit more impressive. Supply depot lowered once again so the SCVs can run out, but no SCV trying to build the bunker for the time being. More SCVs having to be pulled as the other ones now stuck in the ground in little bits and pieces. There he goes. There is the completion of the bunker. But yeah, BYUN taps out. That is that is a rough spot to be in. 6 SCVs got killed. Tied up once more. The Banner Lord of the Shopify Rebellion. It is the Blue Terran. Hailing the name BYUN. Bottom left side. Quenching his thirst after that victory right there. Hailing from the lands of dragons and phoenix. And a bunch of gaming nerds. He is a hero. Well, well, well. Look at that. A man with a plan. A man with a keen eye for victory here. Looking for a bit of redemption. Okay, no, never mind. It will just be an engineering bay. It's still good. It's still proper. Right? good thing for a Terran to do. No probes being pulled so far, so... that is the response that we usually see out of Zest, but Hero here deciding against it. Is just going to start making this Zealot. To be fair, the probe saw it relatively quickly, which means he didn't manage to get the NG Bay all the way up to 99% completion, right? Although there's still time, I suppose. He got it up there quite high. Will be a while before Hero here can build his Nexus, which is a bit of a bummer for him. It's going to be a while before BYUN has his own command center as well. Seeing that he's going for an, well, not an engineering base, going for the factory and the reactor here straight off the bat before going for the command center. He's still checking around the map as well, doesn't want to get proxied again. And there's the cancellation. Hero went for the Stargate here before the Nexus this time around. He's still going to try to grab it as quickly as he can, but speeding up the process towards that harassment here for both players. Couple of Hellions versus most likely, I assume, an Oracle. We'll see. No, it is going to be Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix, a good way to play the countermeasures here. I like it, actually. The build order for Hero here would, I feel like, be very well suited to what BYUN is doing overall. Kind of getting the better roll on the dice there, I suppose. Gonna be up to BYUN to try and make that still work out for him, of course. Has the 4 Hellions right now starting there, rolling down the hill. Oh, Phoenix do spot them, lifting up one of them. The Adepts and Zealots here at the front gate, trying to stop this from doing anything. Where are those probes? One of them goes down. We're almost out of 3 Hellions, only 2 remain. One on the ground remains with a sliver of HP. And it's dead. 4 probes in total. A very clean defense there from Hero. Holding that without any difficulties. And BYUN will be looking to try and get that second base, of course, onto the low ground. Oh, Phoenix. Oh, wow. How did that happen? Well, I guess it got the Adepts now. That must be weird. I wonder if he sent the Phoenix purposely to try and, you know, catch Widowmine fire. In order to have his Adepts get there safely. Interesting. Ooh, Phoenix still on the prowl. One medevac it does manage to sneak on through. That's a big deal. That is a very tight window it had to go through. Oh, there's still a probe. Oh, he is stealth Jesus. Oh, no, he got spotted. Now he got spotted. Is it still in time? The Widowmines, oh, they are going to the ground. 3 of them, 1 more remains. It's just, yeah, it's just not going to work. A little bit unfortunate. You know what? For the amount of evasiveness he was showing, how he was somehow, some way avoiding the Phoenix there, they still found it. Unfortunately for BYUN. Ooh. Good connection on the Widowmine, but nothing to follow it up with. Just 1 Viking still up in the sky, and these Phoenix now clear air above and below as well, I suppose. Nothing really to deal with them. Luckily for BYUN, they have a limited supply of energy. But this is a problem. He's starting to lift up Marines right now. I think he's starting to catch on to how much of an advantage he has with this. He just needs to keep lifting up units. There we go. Lifting up both of these mines. Catching both of those. Oh, this could be it. This could just be it. Just a straight up kill with Phoenix. You don't see that really often. BYUN just going too hard on his aggression. Not achieving anything. And then the countermeasures against aggression turning into the aggression itself. Oracle wipes the floor with the few Marines that were left. And yeah, BYUN's just not going to have any units. BYUN's not going to have any units this game. Guess it must run out of energy at some point, right? Okay, he's out. Oh, it's a new one with more energy though. The Oracle's coming back as well. Missile turret is finished up. That might put an end to this weird circus of a Phoenix display. I'm impressed that BYUN even managed to get a missile turret built there, to be fair. That is good stuff. Definitely cauterizing that wound a little bit. Losing 2 more Widow Mines though, and this is really something that has to stop. Look at the resources lost difference right here. This is 7 minutes into the game. 11 Widow Mines have already been slain. It is, yeah, that is just absolute Protosmodium. Is that a word? It's like pandemonium, but then for Protoss. Protosmodium. Sure, we'll make it a thing. Sure, we'll stick around like that entire upside down fish analogy I had at some point. Yeah, this is a little bit of a sad moment for BYUN, I would imagine. If he holds here, I am actually gonna have to put up a poster of him above my bed, but I just don't see it as a possibility. I just don't see it as a possibility. There's like almost as many Phoenix as there's Marines. And then we have all these Zealots as well. The Widow Mines, well, they're dead. They're not here anymore. They've been decapitated. Some of the new ones have been coming in, but only now they're trying to get into the ground. Most of the SCVs go down. Nice positioning out of BYUN here, but yeah, that is just it. GG is cold. How's Shopify Rebellion bringing out their Terran player here in the blue colors? BYUN. Oh, there we go. Top right side, a Red Protoss with a couple of sneaky tricks so far, and some really nice plays overall as well, combining the two, and now he's 2-1 here versus BYUN. The top right side, Dragon Phoenix Gamer, it is Hero. A little dance of death. What do we say against the God of the Probes? Not today, Mr. Probe. Not today. Alright, well this could be annoying for Hero, but you know what, the previous time he seemed to be okay with it. Perhaps it would be better, well, at least in that scenario, right? If Hero does go for the Stargate and that type of stuff instead of the Nexus. This is an almost done engineering bay. That is very nice. Oh, and there you go. Wonderful. About as close as you can get it, really. Yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, I feel like in that previous moment, in that previous game, if we hadn't seen BYUN go for the Hellions and like the Widowmine trying to follow up there, I think he would have done better with just a quicker command center. Not gonna get that this time around either. Will once more be that factory coming down, but this time no reactors, so a bit more timid perhaps. Which might be nice to see, because we do have the same opening here out of Hero as well. That Stargate play coming in once more. Did he already see the engineering bay? Yes, okay, he did. Didn't make a Zealot though, so again, this is... He must have, because he's starting up the Stargate, right? You wouldn't just one base Stargate this without realizing you've been engineering bay blocked, right? Right? Would you? I guess, well, if you see the opponent is not really doing anything here. I don't know. I don't know. It's just too wild for me. Too crazy of a concept for me to fathom. Going Stargate 1 based without having a reason to. Other than it just seemed like fun. Okay, yeah, BYUN, definitely it looks like he's kind of learned his lesson here, right? Going for the Cyclones this time around. Really playing into the army composition that we saw of Hero the previous game. I think he's hoping to kind of run into that again here, but going for a siege tank, so only one Cyclone. Maybe he's not convinced while he's going up against this going to be the Phoenix. He does see a couple of adepts shooting that engineering bay after all, but I mean he's seen the Stargate. Right? Has he seen? I mean,
base is under attack.
Seen flying units. Full Phoenix. Starting to become quite the squadron. Now we have the cancellation on the engineering bay. Third base full BYUN as well coming up. Wait, what's this? The second... Wait, there's 2 Twilight Councils? There's 2 Twilight Councils. It must be a mistake, right? It must be. No way that's not a mistake. Oh my god, please tell me it's not a mistake. Come on, start something. Do something with it. Wait, he cancelled charge and then he started... Wait, he must have been confused as well. He's like, why can't I start my charge upgrade on this one as well? And oh, it's because it's on this one. Alright, let me cancel and then we can start it. Oh, what am I doing? Just the sheer panic right now. I mean, he's going for a big charge attack, right? This is a massive charge attack. We have a single siege tank on the high ground behind a couple of supply depots. But we do have the Phoenix in the sky as well, ready to pick that off. It's going to be a weird battle right here taking place, I would imagine. Production of Hero is going to absolutely skyrocket here momentarily, though. But to be fair, so is that of BYUN. He is finishing up his reactors. He's finishing up his tech labs. He's going to be able to start really, squealing out those Marines. I'm sure that's a word. Almost said squirting him. I mean, that's not the right thing to call it. Just plopping him out there. There it is. There's the Zealots. This could be it, guys. It's a lot of Zealots here, but we do have a wall available here for BYUN. Actually, the double wall, right? So the Zealots, they'll need to break that still. And we got SCVs. We got repairs and ability here. Oh, is he trying to chase? Oh, he's baiting him, isn't he? He's full on baiting him. He's trying to get the Marines to go out of the base here. Give chase to the Phoenix. He's waiting for BYUN to make a move to go across the map here. And that's when he'll strike. This Raven had had an opportunity to see this coming in. If he had seen this coming in, that would have been amazing. Oh, I'm not so sure. Okay, how is BYUN going to operate here? Just a single medevac. That is the right thing for this situation, for sure. This is a very daring attempt out of Hero. This is... I mean, if BYUN just doesn't move out, like, what happens? He spends so much money on those Zealots, and... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. BYUN's moving out. BYUN's going. He's out on the map. Okay, he's going back in. He's going back into the... Okay, this medevac is going to spot this army of zealots right now. BYUN should be aware. Oh, lifting up the supply depots. Why? Oh, they are dancing. Okay. What in the world? But instead, now we have a 2-2 score. So, tied up once more. The ace match. House Shopify Rebellion. Housing a Terran. He's in the blue trunks right now. Top left side, it is BYUN. Bottom right side, a Red Protoss player. Representing the lands of Dragon Phoenix gamers. It is Hero. Okay. Now, I don't care what you guys say about that game. That was a fun game. That was a really fun game for me. That was like one of the more fun games of StarCraft 2 I've seen in a while. And even though almost nothing happened, it was just such an interesting idea from Hero. It was really interesting overall. But yeah, didn't work. Didn't work. And then it just looked horrible. And it just looked bad. No proxies this time around. No engineering base blocking anything this time around. Hero going with the Nexus before the Cyber Core. I guess BYUN was playing it super careful with even the extra supply depot there temporarily. He cancelled it? And now he's starting it up again, so interesting. Interesting stuff. Maybe he needed that bit of extra money to get the command center going a little bit quicker. I guess that makes sense, right? So just losing 25 minerals because he had to restart the supply depot rather than delaying this command center and thus delaying the mules and the next SCVs that come in, the second base mining and all of that stuff, right? That is a lot of stuff. Twilight Council here from Hero. We haven't seen him, did we? I think every time he started with the Stargate, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe one time we've seen him go with the blink. With the blink opening. Am I? Wasn't it on Oxide? Wasn't it the first map? Because he did have a lot of blink stalkers, I remember that. But I feel like it was still off of the back of a Stargate opening. Because there was an Oracle on that map as well, right? Yeah, that was the one where the Widowmine got like a really good connection. Yeah. So yeah, first time for Hero here, going with the blink as an opening. I think BYUN's pretty comfortable against this, actually, against the blink stalkers. It's a little bit easier to get away from with medevacs rather than the Phoenix. It's still difficult, of course, still traps can be set about, but a quick scan and you should be able to just avoid immediate death with the medevacs overall. And they can't hunt down your medevacs either all the way, right? You're not able to just keep on blinking forever. That boost will be able to get them to safety. Unless if they get one-shotted by enough stalkers that blink underneath them, right? But yeah. Assuming BYUN hopefully won't let that happen. Hopefully we'll just scan ahead. We'll be able to see what's there. And realize, okay, well, this is something I can fight. Or realize, well, this is something I should not just throw away units at. Stim pack already in production. That plus one upgrade as well, actually. Quite early on. And hits off the first move with a Widowmine drop. Observer coming across as well. Just for a moment, I thought those the Stalkers that were a Dark Shrine, just because they were kind of set up in a line like this. My eyes deceived me. Like the Observer placement here for Hero, and, well, with that amount of Stalkers with Blink, there should be easy pickings for him. Please scan. Make sure to scan. Oh, he didn't scan. Alright, so I was wrong. That happens sometimes. I'm sorry, BYUN. I guess I cast the curse to you a little. It's like something some Terrans do occasionally where they don't scan, because scanning gives away that you're coming in that area as well. So if you don't do the scan and you manage to get the medevac in, it's more likely that you get more damage done. But if there's Stalkers there, then it's a lot more likely that you're just going to get blunk underneath and lose all your units for free. Which, unfortunately for BYUN, was the case in this meta. Observer getting a good glimpse at the numbers of infantry here for BYUN that are available. Ooh, Eagle Eye BYUN on the case once again. Sees that little observer and heads out on the map with his medevacs accompanying him. Let's see. So far, it hasn't gone too swell with his trades, but might be able to start mixing it up a little bit here. Start taking some Protoss blood with him. Nice bit of War Prism harassment as well, coming across the map. Leading the charge. This is alright, fairly capable Protoss force. Especially with that shield battery overcharge, right? And a distraction going down in the main base as well. Even an entire warp prison, well, every single warp gates actually, this entire cycle being committed to this area. But those Widow Mines are very well placed. SCVs are gonna, hopefully for BYUN, be able to pick that off. Oh, great force suits here from Hero as well, though. And Hero seems solid on both these locations for the time being. Warp Prism does manage to get out. Surely those Zealots, they've been taken care of, but took down 19 SCVs with them. Good amount of Marines as well. Some Marauders and Widow Mines. And all of the while, BYUN is not finding anything worthwhile on the other side of the map. Hero looking like he is the man in charge right now. The man that needs to not fumble to make this victory play out all the way. Alright. There's a lot of stimming going on from BYUN here as well. It's making me a little bit nervous. Those units are quite low on HP right now. But it does feel like he is still going to commit one more stim, and a lot of those units are going to become red. One more Widow Mine might be able to... Yeah, okay, that's 2 units for the price of 1. It's alright, but might need a little bit more here, considering the amount of Protoss that is at the front door pushing on through, and unfortunately for BYUN, that is just not something that he can hold. GG is called, more SCVs dying, burning, corpses everywhere.